Like, it went from, no man, you're doing fine in the beginning of this dungeon to this. Like, this is the most 0 to 100. I just can't. I literally cannot. Craziest thing about this, the most insane thing about this. So I thought about when I put this group together, and I know that none of these people know each other or anything like that. This is totally completely random except for the priest knowing the tank. But I put this group together and I said to myself, it would be nice if I can put a group together and I don't have to go back into the group finder to find another group in order to do RFK. And then they started fighting in the dungeon, caps lock. And I was just like, no way am I gonna get, like, none of these people, I was literally not even going to type. In that moment, I thought to myself, I'm not even going to say to any of these people that I'm about to do RFK. I'm going to just have to find another group to do RFK, or maybe I just, like, won't tonight. We have the tank, we have the warlock, we have a rogue, and we have a priest, and myself as the mage. Me as a mage, this is very important in the story. So this rod here, as you can see, it increases damage done by arcane spells. The only person who does arcane spells here is me in this group, right? So, anyways, now that we got that out of the way, this wand, staff dropped, and it's a random, it's a low drop. It's a random drop. And the roll, I did not win, right? Like, you roll on it, like, need or greed or whatever. I was like, I'm gonna need on this question mark. And so the other two people who can also use it, even though, right, like, I said I was gonna need on it because I was going to use it. That's, like, why I was needing on it. I think that that was also important, right? Because I was needing on it not to sell it. Because a BOE is something you can sell on the auction house. So that's really important too, is that anyone could have sold this item, anyone in the group. They didn't need to be able to use the item to be able to sell it. I didn't win the roll. The priest wins the roll, right? Priest, Nox person, and they don't equip the item, and you can tell. You can inspect people. Also, you can tell, like, look at the way it looks on my back, right? Like, you could physically look at the person and tell that they did not equip the item. And so the warlock seemingly, like, called them out or something like that. And I think they had the second highest roll was the other thing. I think my roll was really low. So I think the priest probably was just like, oh, okay, maybe the warlock's going to use it. So the priest just traded the warlock the weapon that I'm now wearing, right? Very important that now there had to be a level of trust for this thing to be exchanged through 3 hands, because yeah, nobody equipped it and anybody could have left at any moment, and they could have sold it, right? So basically the priest didn't put it on, the warlock then did not put it on either. So the they call them out and they're like, the tank says, why did you call out the priest for taking the weapon and not equipping it if you're going to do the same thing? Basically. And I didn't realize that, mind you, like, I'm the one who, like, the whole time, I'm the one who should be offended that any of that was happening, because the weapon was for me. Like, not really for me, but, like, I'm the only person in the group who can fucking use it. Otherwise, they're selling it on the auction house. That's what they're doing with it. So, the warrior says that, the tank says that, and then they just start arguing. I mean, you came in when they were typing caps lock to each other. So, essentially, what ended up happening, the warrior demanded that the warlock gave me the item, gave me the staff. And then the warlock just handed it over to me. And I just equipped it. I was like, all right, I equipped it. Is everyone happy? They still kept arguing. To the point the warlock was, or the warrior, the tank was not going to proceed. We were at the very last boss. We could see the last boss, right? And then after like, I don't know, 5, maybe 10 minutes or whatever, after them arguing and everything like that. So, finally, right? Finally, he proceeds and he says the reason that he did it was because there's 3 other people in the dungeon and it would suck if he left. Also, here's another caveat to this situation. I didn't kick him and I was in between. I didn't know what to do even though I had the warlock telling me, because warlocks can summon people. Like, it's really easy for them to just summon someone, so all he needed to do was find another tank, and then we could have just, like, summoned another tank, but I didn't want to just, like, kick the guy, because he's a really good tank, and he was a friend of the priest. When the group started, we could not find a tank, and all of a sudden the priest was like, hey, pass party lead, I have somebody, and then she invited this person. And that, yeah, that's what happened. So I wasn't gonna kick him, even though, like, the warlock was kind of, you know, like, telling me, wasn't, like, saying straight up kick him, but he was saying, like, I can invite someone else, so it's fine, or I can leave, because I don't want to cause problems. But, like, why would he leave when he's the one who could summon people? Like, so he was just trying to offer and be, like, nice. Yeah, but I was, like, Nox, like, I asked the priest, I was like, what do I do? Like, what do here? Like, I don't know. Right? And then, yeah, the tank they just decided to make up. And then, yeah, we just did the dungeon. And it was crazy. And then we get to so we did the boss. This person is... Oh my gosh. Let it go. They're still arguing. Do you see this? This is insane. I'm not saying anything. I'm just... I don't even know. I'm just so... Like, it went from, no man, you're doing fine in the beginning of this dungeon to this. Like, this is the most 0 to 100. I just can't. I literally cannot. Dude, I'm not even gonna say.
You will not defile these mysteries.
Staff? Thanks for the new staff. I wasn't even completely sure I wanted it or whatever, but you know. Y'all take it easy. And I'm like, y'all take it easy, okay? Like, you know. And then I'm like, so personally, like, I'm gonna do this other dungeon that we're in now. I'm gonna do RFK next. And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine with me. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Like, I was begging him to do the other dungeon. I was like, it's 3 a.m. Like, come on, please, can we get this dungeon done? But then we're like, we're all just like, oh, fuck it. And now we're just like in another dungeon together. Like... Yeah. I'm so confused. I'm just like... That's really sweet. So we all gonna stay together? Oh, that's really sweet. Oh. A true bonding experience. These people that like now this really sweet, endearing interaction after they all like we all like argued. Well, I didn't really argue. The rogues didn't really argue. The priest was just kind of in it because the tank is her friend, but yeah. And now we're gonna all do another dungeon together. I really thought everyone would have like dropped group immediately. I love classic World of Warcraft because also I memed too in the beginning of the dungeon because the rogue was like, man, I'm sucking today or whatever like that. And then the tank was like, nah, man, you're doing fine. Like, they were being, like, so wholesome and nice and cute, and then it got, like, so toxic so quick. So, yeah. Oh. It's been really fun, to say the least. I did not expect this. You know. But here we are. This is all I ever wanted for Christmas. This right here. Whatever this is. I'm just so happy. They're all just chatting it up. Talking about Italian croutons now. I love them. These people are gonna be my imaginary best friends now forever. They're just gonna be like these chaotic voices in my brain. Now they want grilled cheese and tomato soup. Mm. I just randomly typed, like after not being part of their conversation at all, and I just randomly typed that. I can't. It's like they don't want to let go. It's like they all want to stay in a group together. None of them want to leave group. My heart. So yeah. That was pretty much my agenda. It's so cute.
Goodbye.
Good journey.
It's been real.
I'm gonna cry. Stop. They're all saying bye repeatedly. I'm gonna fucking cry. That's so cute.
Good luck.
Oh. Faith in humanity restored.